Good morning, Titan Scholars. Welcome to your first day of virtual learning. You're doing something that no group of students have ever done before in our lifetimes, starting your school year virtually. It is challenging, absolutely. Across America, people are concerned about students like you falling behind because you're doing schoolwork at home. They're saying you're going to be less intelligent, less capable because of this. They're saying you're growing lazy and lack initiative, and yet we know that's not true because we also know you can learn 15 TikTok dances in one day. I think because of this experience, you are all going to be stronger and more capable than any students who came before you. We need to prove these naysayers wrong this year, right from day one. What if, instead of falling behind because of COVID, you all rise above the rest? You can. It all depends on how hard you're willing to work. I know there will be days, for some of you it may be most days, where it takes everything within you to bring yourself to complete your schoolwork. But you must. Not for me, not for Miss Booth, not for any of your other teachers, but for you. When you don't feel like working, when you are tired, remind yourself of where you want to be at the end of all of this, and that each assignment is a step closer to where you want to be. I recently completed my master's degree, and even getting your master's, there are days that, and there are assignments in the moment just feel tedious and unnecessary. There are days that you have so much to deal with in your personal life or your social life that schoolwork just feels daunting and unimportant. But I'm challenging each of you this year to rise up and trust the process. Trust yourself that you can do it, and trust that each of these assignments, no matter how it feels in the moment, is getting you closer to where you want to be. When I entered ninth grade, my own world history teacher started the year by giving us a quote on a piece of paper that we were to keep at the front of our binders all year. And so I'll share that with you now as well. And I still have it right here. Press on. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. Calvin Coolidge. With that, I want to share with you some common themes that have come up from reviewing your student surveys that each of you have been submitting to help me get to know you a bit better. I'd also like to remind those of you that have not completed this survey that it needs to be done today. I've replied to some of you already, and I'll be replying to each of you individually throughout the week, as long as I get that survey response from you. Across the surveys I've read, these common themes appeared. As a class, we believe we are smart. We believe we are creative. Many of us struggle to focus. Many of us struggle to ask for help. Some of us are very comfortable sharing our ideas. Some of us are terrified. We miss our friends. We miss sports and playing outside. We miss hanging out socially in school, having pep rallies, joning. We struggle to manage and control our negative emotions, such as stress, overthinking, frustration, and anger. And we all really want to do well in school. And I share this with you to remind you that we are all a lot more similar and are all sharing and weathering the same storm than sometimes we may realize.
None of us are alone on an island. So many of you share that you believe you are smart and have always gotten good grades, and so let's talk about how you can keep that going this school year. Our course is a semester long, which means we are covering a year's worth of content and ideas in half the time. It's going to be hard. It's going to move fast, and I'll do everything that I can do to support you. Your teachers have been working 10-hour days for the past month to try and make virtual learning as effective and easy for all of you, but you've got to ask for help. I'll be sending around weekly check-in surveys that are optional, but they're an opportunity for you to let me know that you need some help or you're having a hard time. But I can't help you if you don't fill it out or if you just say everything's fine. Come to tutoring hours. Email me. Reach back when I reach out to you. I know school can be stressful, and some days you just don't want to do the work, but we press on through and we do it anyway because we owe that to ourselves. Hard work isn't always fun, but it is always rewarding. I work very hard to try and make sure you only do meaningful, purposeful work. So trust that there is a method to my madness and stick with me. I will hold you to your greatness because lowering the bar would be one of the most disrespectful things I could do. You are all doing something nobody in our lifetime has ever done. That alone is hard. And let's prove the haters wrong. Do not give up. Do not get lazy. Do not give in. Do not let them win. You've got this.